Imagine hiring a brilliant rocket scientist, paying them a massive salary, and then sitting them at a completely empty desk. Day after day, they do nothing but sit there, staring at a blank wall. That mounting frustration is exactly what happens when you expect an Australian Shepherd to just hang out around the house. When you bring one of these dogs home, you are taking on an animal with an elite problem-solving mind and the physical stamina of an Olympic athlete. Because they have gorgeous coats and striking eyes, people frequently buy them hoping for a casual, cuddly lapdog. Ignoring their immense drive and energy leads straight to chewed-up furniture, endless pacing, and severe behavioral problems. An Australian Shepherd is a high-performance worker. To thrive in a family environment, they desperately need a specific, daily job to do. To understand why they need to work so badly, we have to look at their resume. Right at the top is a surprising historical detail. Despite their name, the breed did not actually originate in Australia. They were developed in the United States. As seen in this historical photo, ranchers bred them as ultimate agricultural hands, spending long, grueling days herding livestock across the open plains. Look closely at this second photograph. The dog dropped to the ground near the gate to manage the sheep, waiting patiently for the next instruction. Generations of breeders selected these dogs specifically for this kind of intense endurance, rapid problem-solving, and strict obedience to complex commands. When you bring an Aussie into a quiet suburban house, that history remains fully intact. Expecting them to sleep on a rug all day means you are fighting against centuries of hardwired genetic programming. Acknowledging that deep working-class drive is what allows a household to function with one of these dogs, rather than constantly fighting against them. So, what exactly does their daily job look like? The first requirement is field work. A slow, casual walk around the neighborhood will not tire them out. They require a strict minimum of 2 hours of intense, heart-pumping physical exercise every single day. Think long runs, hiking, or agility courses. Running them until their legs give out only solves half the equation. You can physically exhaust an Australian Shepherd, and they will still pace around your living room looking for something to do. As this gauge graphic shows, you have to manage 2 entirely separate tanks, physical energy and mental energy. Because their brains process information at an elite speed, they require complex mental puzzles, structured training routines, and consistent challenges. Watch what happens when only the physical energy bar empties. The mental energy bar stays completely full. That unspent brain power quickly turns into severe anxiety and restless pacing. The dog is physically tired, but their mind is still racing. Regular mental stimulation is what actually exhausts an Australian Shepherd and allows them to finally settle down at the end of the day. Teaching them new tricks and providing complex puzzle toys are mandatory daily tasks to keep them balanced. If you leave an Australian Shepherd unemployed, they will proactively take matters into their own hands and invent a job for themselves. You probably won't like the jobs they choose. That instinct to control a flock of sheep easily turns into corralling running children in the backyard, aggressively policing your other pets, or deciding that redesigning your furniture through destructive chewing is their new daily task. Keeping them employed also means keeping up with their physical maintenance. Their stunning, medium-length coat requires moderate, consistent brushing to manage their heavy seasonal shedding. You also need to plan for their 12 to 15-year lifespan. Responsible owners must commit to routine vet visits to specifically monitor for hereditary hip problems and specific eye conditions to ensure they stay healthy for over a decade. The true cost of having such a highly capable, beautiful animal in your home is paid every single day through strict time management and active physical care. This radar chart compares an Australian Shepherd to an average dog. The spikes in energy, intelligence, and time commitment are massive. The ownership difficulty rating for this breed is a 5 out of 5. The daily hours required drastically exceed normal dog ownership. Because of these intense requirements, they are unsuitable for low-energy households, busy professionals with limited free time, or owners seeking an easy companion. Their elite intelligence can actually work against you. If you lack consistency with your rules, an Australian Shepherd will quickly figure out exactly how to outsmart and manipulate you. Choosing to bring one home purely based on their striking eye colors and Instagram-worthy coats without respecting their intense needs is a trap that leads to frustration for both you and the dog. But when an Australian Shepherd is finally matched with an active, dedicated owner who gives them the structure they crave, the results are deeply rewarding. They become fiercely loyal, incredibly loving family members. The daily walk becomes a shared task where you move in total synchronization, whether you're on a steep mountain trail or a training course. If you want a couch potato to watch television with you after a long day at the office, do not hire an Australian Shepherd. If you are ready for the commitment and you want a brilliant, high-performance partner to share an active life with, the Australian Shepherd might just be the best hire you will ever make.